that will fall in circles again and again. I wanted you all to myself, but you weren't involved. My ego won't help. You could have made the decision before, way before. But now it's my chance at the door. It's not with you. It's my chance at the door. It's my chance at the door. See, you could have left way before, yeah. See, you left me out in the cold, a shoulder I could not lean on. You put me out on a limb, and you pulled me back in. Still, I'll be wishing you well. Hope you found the love you deserve, while I walk away with my heart and my soul in hand. I wanted you all to myself. Pride to the side, my ego will heal. You could have made the decision before, way before. Now it's my chance at the door. It's my chance at the door. It's my chance at the door. And it wasn't right. See, you sold me empty promises, but you didn't mind, and it wasn't your fault. I fell for something I would never get. Now it's time for me to burn it all, for a chance to close the door. A chance to close the door. It's about time for me to close the door. See, you could have left way before. Yeah. See, you could have left way before. You could have left way before. But now I'll close the door. Thank y'all so much. Who am I making this song back to, man? Our lovely host. Thank you. Y'all gotta make some more noise for Trey. Make some more noise for what he just did. That amazing performance. What's up, y'all? My name is Cortez Mack, and I would like to welcome you to the On the Way Up Atlanta Season 2 reunion. How y'all feeling about being here today? Yes. I see drinks in the air. I see people with the yeses and the screams. I love it. So this is the season of ups, downs, highs, lows. We saw our cast living through a global pandemic and trying to make their personal, professional, and social lives thrive in the midst of all of that. So without further ado, I want to bring them on out, y'all. Y'all ready to see them? Yeah, let's bring them. All right, let's bring them out. We'll go ahead and take a seat, bro. Let's take a seat. And I don't know if y'all peeped the soundtrack, but that's the vibe for today. We flying above all the drama. So y'all with us on that?
Amen.
All right. The crowd like, no, we want the drama. We want it. That's all right. So let's go into some cast introductions, and we're gonna look back at some footage from the season. So let's start with Trey. This soulful singer, he's like, who better to start with? So this soulful singer, he put on multiple performances, a whole concert, while, you know, settling some views from season 1 and also being a peacemaker in season 2. With all of that going on, we also saw his food choices be a hot topic. So let's look back at Trey's season.
See, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate.
So tonight's performance was a lot for me because it was the first time that I performed this song publicly, number 1. Tonight it was dope. Like, the vibe was amazing. It was a really fun time. Anytime I'm on the mic, I'm happy. So
I don't agree with.
I know, Mama. Thank you for coming.
Until words run out to step in the night away. 'Cause when I'm with you, I don't care.
We're gonna see how it goes. I tried to do this dry with no liquor, and somehow liquor found its way into this circle as well. So if they act the ass, there's plenty of grass for them to roll around. This is like the second or third time that somebody has brought Paige's name up to me. If I don't fuck with somebody, I don't speak on that person. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they don't do. I don't care what they say. If I don't fuck with you, I'm not finna speak on you. Cause that's messy and I don't do it.
Can we get a round of applause for Trey season 2? Now I promise y'all, we're gonna get into it with each of these cast members in depth as the day progresses. So, but right now we just want to take a quick glance back at everybody's season. So next up, this socially songstress got her master's in entertainment law, put on multiple performances, y'all. She dropped a hot video, collab with cast members, and on top of that, all of that, she did it while pregnant during the pandemic. So let's give it up and let's take a look at Pasjiea's season 2.
She said, do you think it's 1 or 2? And I was like, I don't know. That's your choice, your choice.
Originally going with a skate ring and just an outside type of feel, and so.
Oh, you can basically go to work and leave them at home and watch them from
No.
I was a little upset about, well, not upset, I was just a little bit taken aback about being pregnant and showing so much while trying to get this video done.
What didn't she say? No, she just like, oh my God, is it kicking? Is it moving? I'm like, girl, I just told you I'm pregnant. It's not moving yet. Right.
I feel like when I get in here, they're going to be like,
You know, we're going to get up in this bed.
You're going to pull back. 2, 3, here, and 4. That's right. Come on,
5,
Paige. You got to push,
7,
push,
9, 10. Take a deep breath.
So sweet.
We love you, Paige.
And you all, unfortunately, Paige couldn't be with us today due to a death in the family. I want to, extend the opportunity for any of you guys that want to, send your well wishes to Paige now. If you want to, speak to her directly, y'all can take this time to do so.
I mean, we love you, Paige. Y'all already know what it is. Half of us wouldn't even be here without Pasjiea Marie.
That's right.
So,
Prayers up, and they will stay up, definitely.
Yeah.
So get back with us soon. We will definitely keep you in our thoughts and prayers, and your family as well. So moving on, next up, this man, some might say, is a musical genius, and he, contributed a song to a feature film. He made it through the midst of chaos with what turned out to be a dope video shoot, and just came across as a level-headed, cool, calm, and collected cast member in his first season on the show. Y'all give it up, and let's take a look back at Mayday's season.
My name is Mayday Muse. I'm an artist.
What does it mean when I can't give you things?
You need to see some angles prior to, as much work as we can get done prior to the shoot day as possible. And I wanted him to kind of see the vibe of the video so that way when we go through the shot list, it'll make sense.
Right. I like the way you kiss. I like to feel it all over my lips.
1, 2, 3, go! Don't stop! 2, 2. Hey! Mayday!
These open chords to give you chance to kind of move around in these close ranges, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was listening to your music, I'm like, what range would make sense?
We even drank that whole bottle.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize we did.
Yes, we did.
If I say something, I'm a musician at heart. We have that cold-blooded nature, you know what I'm saying? If I'm over this, I'm trying to be understanding for the people who are not. If I'm not over this, I'm trying to be understanding for the people who are. Right. Fuck all of the prima donna shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm being dead ass serious. Yeah. Reality is reality. I was kind of waiting on you to get there.
Y'all seem to always be waiting on me.
Well, yeah, that's part of the problem.
Give it up for Mayday. I love it. Your girl had me hyped at the video. She was,
Yeah.
I need her in my life.
She's
to wake me up in the morning.
The greatest.
All right, next up, y'all. Y'all made crazy noise for her as she walked in today. So this next individual, she completed her esthetician program. Yeah. She showed us her skills as a makeup artist and as an actress, and all the while remained solid for the people that she cared about, y'all. So beauty is her brand. But this season, she honestly shared, some pretty and not so pretty truths with us. Let's take a look back at Rachel season 2.
Yes, Rachel.
Moan, I have done music videos.
I look at that ass and I get influenced. I do the dash and she started chewing. Don't gotta ask, I know what.
I have just completely come out of my shell and just embraced who I am wholeheartedly. I've never made anybody look old. So I'm a little nervous because I don't want to mess it up, but I know I got this. I always kill a game every time. So let's go, let's do it. I didn't know that me coming to check it out was going to lead me to a job doing hair and makeup.
In Southern California.
So I got to play like a calm, settled, classy beach,
Happy birthday to Miss Walk. Happy birthday to Miss Walk.
So I'm glad that we have an opportunity to just like hang out one-on-one and fill each other out without, outside influences and pre-existing situations.
Yes, I agree. I graduated esthetician school in the middle of a global pandemic with all the odds against me. I was late for what?
We not ready?
I was late for what?
I'm out. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all.
I was late for what?
Love y'all.
I was late for what?
It don't feel good. Oh! Yes, baby.
So many good moments, definitely. So next up, y'all, you can love him, you can hate him, but you gotta respect him and his eye for fashion. It was the comment section for him, y'all. Let's take a look back at Phyll season 2.
Come on, Phyll. Come on, Phyll.
I knew it! I didn't even have no speech. I didn't have no speech prepared, but I knew it.
Oh, let me see.
I'm gonna need them glasses.
Let me
Let me
see.
get more now. I gotta go to the club.
Let me see.
Y'all see that? That's why.
Oh, let me see. Brad, pass them on.
They not.
You just make sure the hair, everything. Oh, I got you. And then just make sure, Okay. And then Gelita, she might have some other stuff for you. Yeah. Okay. Can you turn a little bit this way, turn your body a little bit this way, and then do like that.
And push me back through the door.
If you don't show up, you don't show up. And walk. And walk. Okay, well, listen. I just want to do this song, but don't feel it. Done it.
The concert just was kind of like all over the place. I don't know if you're trying to use Black Lives Matter as a platform to get your music out there, but I was kind of thrown back a little bit. I still clap for y'all though. That's childish.
Girl, bye. All right, y'all. Next up. So we had some success this season through multiple cast members. And next I want to talk about somebody who sold some houses, supported the movement, and hosted his God Baby's first birthday, the king of BYOB. I want y'all to make some noise for Av'ern.
Listen, same old, just working, selling houses. And look, it's crazy because the last time we talked, I think I was doing a walkthrough at one of the house. I was about to get, about the clothes on.
The home, I actually had several offers on it. So I'm walking through the house, I'm taking pictures, getting ready to list it for sale. As far as the house is concerned, we actually closed.
I know that you have a lot of expectations from yourself. And I'm proud that I raised you like I raised you and everything like that.
We had Bibles flowing, the vibe was right. I had a really good time, and it was the first time, and I think maybe forever, that everybody or most of us have been able to catch a vibe together.
Good. I didn't hear from you.
It was a lot going on, I apologize.
I moved around my schedule. I had my financing in place. I had my money. And I was like, I was ready. It was not a lie.
The lie.
Oh, she got a house?
The lie.
You didn't sell it?
I didn't have to. I didn't have to. The lies. It was not a lie. The lies. The lies. I don't care. It is what it is. I wasn't talking to you. I ain't your child. I wasn't talking to you. I don't care.
Can we respect each other? Can we respect each other?
No, you're lazy. You're pudgy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, with us being at a reunion, I do want y'all to know this, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk because I got this mic. Now, what I'm here for today is to give y'all a good experience. Hey, y'all, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. But let me put this out to the audience real quick. One time, because look at all these people that came here for y'all. Look at all these people that came here for y'all. And this is to both sides. Because as a host, I'm gonna always be unbiased. But let's look at this audience.
Hey y'all.
They can only get one perspective at a time. These people are giving y'all their time, their viewership, and their support. Now, as much as they want entertainment, y'all cannot give them back and forth at one time. One perspective has to be heard at a time. Right now, we are looking back at what happened on this awesome production that y'all put forth.
Well, first of all,
and respect it. And respect it.
We're gonna get there, y'all. On both sides. We gotta get through this
and
together.
Let's respect each other.
We have to get through this together. This is black excellence on this stage, and it's gotta remain that. So what's gotta happen, y'all? What's got to happen, y'all, is we gonna get through these intros. We have to look at what hard work that y'all put into this. Right now is the time for recognition. Right now is recognition. Reflection comes later, y'all. We got an agenda. We professional. Look at us. We professional. There is an agenda. We got this. Can we all agree that we're going to get through these intros and let the crowd get what they came for when we get there? It ain't even time for that. We can all agree. I got on this side. Can we agree? Y'all get to that? That's a yes. On this side. Can I get through what we need to get through?
Please. Thank you.
Everybody got a spotlight coming. I promise you.
We are now casting for a new reality series. Are you a rapper or a singer? And would you like to be a part of an R&B group? Head over to OTWU Entertainment to submit your information now.
All right, let's get it, y'all. Next up, this cool host right here. I'm trying to be a cool host like you. I'm trying to be
maybe you got it. Come on.
She showed us a nice sneak peek into ATL nightlife, and she also showed us that it was possible to thrive during the pandemic with her passion. In her first season on the show, she definitely made a great impression, so I want y'all to check out Eazy. Let's look back.
What's up, boo? I'm Eazy.
Carl, nice to meet you.
What's up, boo?
How are you? I'm good. What, you assessing my outfit tonight?
Coming to America, honey. I love you. I love it. You got it, too.
Yeah, we relaunching. I got hats, accessories, everything you see. You can get all this.
We finna get this show started.
We about to get this show started. I need everybody to get settled, get your drinks on, get your eat on, get your boo on.
I just want to invite y'all to Wednesday. I'm doing a show.
What now?
What kind of show?
Got a little more room so we can do a little more shit. Tell a friend, go ahead and get on live. If you don't tell them, go ahead and get your cameras out. See it out.
Out here supporting our people, you know, on the way up Atlanta.
This on the way up Atlanta, not making friends in Atlanta.
Okay.
Obviously, if we can't make the meeting, come on, everybody. It's 10 of us. Everybody ain't gonna be there.
Well, I don't know what planet you on, but we equal. You feel me?
And we are.
Unless you want to count
And we are.
stats.
One more time for Eazy. Give it up, give it up. All right, next up, he had a product line, a charity give back, a short film, a significant loss, but a bounce back as well. I want y'all to recognize that he went through some things this season, but he kept calling shots and did his best to stay out the way. Let's take a look back at Marq's season 2.
Come on, Marq. With a kill.
I just left a business meeting and now I'm on location, just practicing some of the dances that you're gonna see in Fuck Love 2. So I'm really excited to be kind of choreographing and kind of just letting him take the lead. So I had a little bit of a rough morning getting everything together. I'm running off of 1 hour of sleep, but we are getting ready to load up and we're moving on to the next set. We're doing good on time and I just want everything to turn out the way I'm envisioning. Something just started clicking. I was like, well, hey, maybe it's something I could look into. And upon me looking into it, it kind of turned into me just doing it. And now I have my own apparel line.
Being a black woman in America.
So for this look right here, it's gonna be, like I said, chest up, but I'm gonna make the video look real like cinematic and vintage. So it made me really happy to see the kids happy because I don't care about anything else. That was the whole reason why I did the event.
You're part of the cast, you're on a VIP list.
Because when she got out there, she didn't say that. She never said she had too many people. She looked at me like I was stupid. I just knew.
Lord Jesus. That's old.
Before I had even picked up the phone, I knew.
All right, so and finally, we have one more new addition to the cast for season 2. She is a realtor. She's got a bartending business, and she is a dope mom, and she brought the whole cast together for what a wonderful Christmas party we had. Can y'all make some noise for Blue? Back in her season 2.
I already did kind of like a mini walkthrough, so they left you guys a washer and dryer. Okay. You have an oversized rocker at the bottom as well. Okay.
Let me tell you something, like my son is so freaking special to me. Like he goes above and beyond. Let me tell you something, this is the richest broke little kid that I've ever met. He's literally like be bribing people to get their buddy to buy me something. Like he is literally taking care of his mom.
My whole purpose of my business is like I want to be a pioneer for women, especially single mothers.
I'm gonna try to sit my thick body up in a chair, okay?
You're not thick. Mommy! This is the home that I bought when I was engaged, and I thought we were gonna, you know, have our family. We were gonna have a blended family, and unfortunately that dream didn't come true. It's always a good thing to be around good energy, positive energy, people who's doing stuff, making moves. Like, I just appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming out, for everything that you guys are doing. I know y'all made time to be here.
Everybody was out in the city for my birthday, baby. We was turned up.
Let's to the promoter and the people at the door. That reaction was not targeted towards you. Because when you stormed off, I was like, dang, why he stormed off? I was just about to say, like, I got you because my section was covered.
I can save $40 if I want to, so it is what it is. I was
Make some noise for Blue. Make some noise. All right, so we are officially about to go ahead and get into some deeper questions for each of our cast members. But like we already said, you know, we can kind of recognize the fact that one perspective can be heard at a time. So we'll definitely make sure that everybody gets heard and everybody is understood, and that whatever understandings need to be had between cast members, they will happen, you know, respectfully today, as respectfully as possible. All right, so let's move on to talking about something that... You forgot me. It was. You getting punked right now. So we cannot move on, y'all, without talking about the man of the hour. And the man, honestly, why a lot of us are here right now, notably me. So, you saw my leg was about to be gone. He's about to take my leg off. So we cannot move on without looking at the awesome season that Devonta had, where he revealed so much of himself, some of his struggles, but also some of his strengths. And he put his all into this season. And let me ask y'all something. Shout out if you enjoyed season 2. If you saw the growth from season 2 from season 1, make some noise. If you saw the work that he put into season 2 to make it even better and more awesome than season 1 was, make some noise. All right, so I definitely want you to know that, charge it to my head, not my heart, you are definitely loved and appreciated, Devonta. You are the man of the hour, so I definitely want you to, know that that was not intentional at all. So let's take a look back at The Bosses, season 2, The Boss.
I started writing this film 7 years ago. I'm just happy just to be able to start production on it today. So now I'm down 2 people, and now it's just me and Gelita. Gelita.
Yeah.
Should we go ahead and use 3 cameras?
I was just gonna say in take 2 because we're gonna do another take of that, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, she ain't no relationship, cause the book say she's single, so I know Shawty ain't playing around, and she ready to me go. Straight this way? There we are, just like that. I fucking asked you guys, there were 3 fucking emails, and if you cannot fucking make it, let me know ASAP. So no. I took my clothes off and threw them on the ground or at Marq, and I have no idea why that happened. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I got to that level. It's only one thing that I can say why I did that. I was sipping.
So, Devonta, before we go any further, because you were almost overlooked there, but you could never be. I want to ask you a question before we really get into the other cast members. How do you feel season 2, since it was your baby and your vision, how do you feel sitting on the stage as we get ready to reflect on it?
I feel really, really good. Besides all the drama, like everybody on the stage has really brought something to the show, and season 2 would not have been the same without everybody, regardless of the drama, regardless of anything. And I know it was a lot of work for everybody because we all shot a lot, way more than what we shot first season. So just to even, like I said earlier, just to even be here, and everybody's here, besides Paige, because she had a death in the family. Like, it just makes me feel good.
Oh, here you go. Always cry. Somebody bring him a drink.
I got a tissue.
To be able to just follow your dreams or have a vision, and to just be it.
Amen. Amen. Love you. We love you.
I worked so hard. Y'all don't really see it.
No, you do see it.
Please.
Y'all give some love.
I sacrificed a lot for the show because this is something that I really wanted to do. And like for my parents to be able to pay for college and to give me this opportunity, and I try to give it my all. And that's why I get so emotional when people don't show up to sets or things don't go the way it's supposed to go, because y'all don't know what I have been through before or the shit that I go through, even just to be here today.
We appreciate you, Devonta. We appreciate you.
But to answer your question, I really, I'm very proud, and I'm very proud.
We appreciate that. Y'all make some noise. Of all the wrong things that you could do, you did this, and this is right. There's a lot of great choices that you made with this, and we appreciate you. So let's talk about everybody else's hard work this season and talk about the grind that people put in. And let's start with Mayday. So we saw you, create multiple songs, some videos, some collaborations, all in your first season on the show, and keeping that in mind as well. So of all of your moments this season, what would you say was, or let's say all of your projects that you worked on, what was the most challenging for you this season?
He's got a Grammy.
Yeah, no, definitely my video was the most challenging. Trying to get that, because it was an idea before I was even a cast member. So it was trying to get that through working with COVID, through working with people's schedules, through working with a limited budget, through working with all that. It seemed like it was never going to happen, honestly. And then, with all the hard work that everybody put into it, we had people involved in this show come out, give me shots, and everybody support and do stuff, and then to turn around and be like, okay, we're going on break. And then all the footage was lost. It was like the most devastating moment. Like, that's very hard work. So to have to get that back and to kind of recover, because, like, a lot of people would just be like, all right, forget it. But I'm like, I'm going to reset and kind of push through it. Yeah, so that to get it finished and actually be able to get it out in time so people can enjoy it throughout the season, that was like my most prideful moment for sure.
Definitely. Now, a lot of people would say that, and they may not describe you as unbothered, but they would, say that you are cool, calm, and collected, and that's, definitely your personality. How did you maintain that on a cast with such an array of personalities? How did you make that happen?
I guess it's just naturally. It takes too much energy to care. So a lot of times I just if it's not directly affected me, or gonna affect something that's gonna change anything like my money, my my finances, my well-being, I'm not gonna give it much energy.
Come on, man.
And so from one successful artist to another, and Trey, you are someone who something that you said stuck out to me. One of the first episodes that I watched of this show, you did an interview where you told the interviewer, I'm not a reality star or a reality show star who does music. I'm an artist first. And the work shows, your work speaks for itself, and I commend you and I respect you for everything that you put into your craft. You are immensely talented. Y'all, make some noise for this talented man. Y'all just saw him on the stage, definitely. And so you had a lot going on with your music this season, and the spur of the moment concert, an album release, multiple performances, 2 in the same night on one episode, man. You were grinding, definitely. So out of this season, what would you say would be your highlight or your pinnacle moment?
There's 2 for me.
Okay.
One was the election concert, because that organization, like when I looked them up and I saw some of the artists that they reached out to, for them to find me, like, number one, how the hell did you find me? I was one of the top streamed artists in South Carolina. South Carolina out of 50 states, how the hell did you find me? So that was extremely humbling, just that. And then the moment with my mom, because she literally, if any of y'all follow my social media, me and my mom, like, that's my best friend. And so for me to go almost a year without being able to see her because of the pandemic, oh God, now I'm about to get emotional. Shit. So for me not to get to see my mom for almost a year, and then not only did she get to see me perform once, but she got to see me perform twice in one night. That was a moment for me. Those were my 2 highlights for the season, like being able to spend time with my mom and then the election concert.
I love that moment with your mom, especially during COVID, because so many parents were scared to go places and just, wanted to stay in the house. So my mom was one too. So to see her say, I want to go see him and to go out, that was awesome.
She's the reason I took the vaccine.
Oh, wow.
My mom has pre-existing health conditions. And so for me, it's like my grandma's 93. And this year, COVID was the first time I missed a birthday since I was an adult. And so for me, I was like, bro, like, I might not believe in it, but I'm not about to miss the precious time I've got left, especially my grandma. Like, that's my heartbeat. So the moment it was available to me, I went and took it. And I'm going home next month to see him for the first time in 2 years.
Shout out to you for that decision. Give me that peace of mind. I love it. So before we move forward, and although she isn't here today, I definitely want to give Pasjiea her, spotlight and her recognition for all that she contributed for season 2.
Yes, her flowers. We love you,
We're going to give her flowers now. Right. Let's talk about events. We just got done talking about, COVID and how it affected family. Eazy, I'm sure that you can attest to how much it might have affected being an event promoter and a host and all of those things that, that public sphere people are scared to step into. So talk to me about the difficulty during COVID for you.
So first off, y'all see me as a promoter, but I'm actually a nurse. That is my first source of income.
Shout out to the first responder, a superhero during the pandemic.
So before y'all see all of this glitter and glams and all this player shit that I am a whole nurse, okay? So it's been difficult. I've actually got COVID twice, and I'm not vaccinated. I say God got me. You know, I done survived it twice. I'm here. You know, in the nursing field, in the medical field, a longevity study is 10 years. They're giving y'all a vaccination that's of 6 months to a year, 18 months at the most. Not to mention, do you know when you get vaccinations, they disperse them by area codes. If you stay in an all-black area code, come on, you're going to get this vaccination. So keep that in mind.
So I'm 6'7", 8", so it can go either way.
No. Excuse me. Zip code. Let me start saying that.
Oh, I thought you said area code. Like, oh, okay, zip code.
305, so which one I'm getting?
He's like, I don't even know what's in me. What's in me?
If that, go to Johns Creek, is what I'm saying. Okay, go to Johns Creek, okay? Make sure your primary care physician there, or wherever you get it, the Walmart or Walgreens in Johns Creek. However, so through the pandemic, actually two of the venues that I was at, making extra money on the side, we had to close down. And Match and Paula was one of them, one or two of them. Everybody got sick. Everybody was ill. And I already knew what it was. And I said, okay, I wasn't going to get ill or sick, but I ended up, because I already had it the year prior, and I ended up catching it again. So it was an eye-opener, but God got me, and I did not struggle through the pandemic. And I was able to have some of my cast members there to sing. And look, I had to stray away from what I was doing to get better. You know what I mean? So we can all be on the same page. So I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do with my cast members in the next life.
I love that. I love it. Now, we saw, some other people thrive amidst, the pandemic as well and try to maintain. So for my live performers, how was that for y'all? How did you, manage, losing, necessarily some of those opportunities that you might have had before? How did you, we saw you be creative with some other things. How was that mindset for y'all?
It was an adjustment, I'll say that, because most people know artists don't make money from streams. But we don't make money. Like, people not buying albums anymore, they're streaming stuff. So artists make money from their tours, their endorsements, and live shows like that. And so when you don't have people booking, you have to get creative. And if you're not A-list mainstream, then the option to do a streamed concert or a live, like Kira Shear did her tour, but it was four shows, basically, north, south, east, west, and then a fifth one for international. If you're not mainstream, people not trying to pay $5-10 to stream you like that. So you're reduced to IG lives, and me and Matt kind of got creative when we did our own versus battle, which was kind of dope. But you just kind of have to get creative with it. And for me, I kind of got in my bag, and that's when I really finished the writing for my album.
And let me piggyback on that, because even with me during the pandemic of just doing events, not necessarily having live shows or anything, I just said if I have a live show, people sit down, we can social distance and have a good time
and look responsible when you
do it.
Yep.
When we doing
they
it.
feel safe.
And then everybody else is able to be recognized of what they got going on. So for me, doing those shows, even with my cast members or whoever there, I'm having BET artists come to my show and say this. Two of my artists literally are on One Game's Wednesday nights. One Game Morris Wednesday nights. They end up going there after my shows. And that, for me, it was an eye-opener, saying, okay, because a lot of times we give up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And consistency is everything. And although I stopped that particular show because of whatever reasons, it's still the consistency, and it's still us for them, man. So that was an eye-opener just to see, because we in the pandemic and everybody ain't streaming, they ain't doing all this. For that little one bit, because everybody want to get out their live show, it means so much to everybody too. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate y'all just coming on and getting on. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely. So from the creative, art of music, we have so many talented people in this cast. Marq, I want to talk to you about your experiences in the film industry, and I want to talk to you, as a director who calls the shots. What would you say would be the biggest piece of advice? And if y'all have watched Real Talk with Cortez, we definitely get a lot of comments and questions about what you guys, would advise to people who want to follow in your footsteps? To the people watching the reunion right now, what would you say?
Keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be here if I would have stopped. When I finally got to the point where I just was like, I can't do this no more. It's not going nowhere. I don't see the end of the road. A lot of times we just want to give up. So just the simplest way to put it is just keep going, and just look at me because I'm doing it.
Doing it. How's the Being series coming along?
The dance series.
Being.
Being actually premieres at the end of the. I'm not dancing now. But Being actually premieres at the end of the month. Thank God. I'm finally putting it out.
Y'all need to stay tuned for that.
Hopefully y'all can see a piece of it today.
Hopefully we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. So, Devante, we know that you as the creator and producer of On the Way Up, this season we saw, how reality can also impact a planned scripted project. How do you feel like managing a short film differs from producing a reality show? Because you have both that came out during this time period.
Right. So with reality, it's reality. So when you're doing reality, what you get is what you get. But when you have a script and you have certain shots, certain things that has to happen, if it don't happen, you have to keep redoing it over and over and over again. When we do this reality show, once they say it, they can't go back and redo it. Then they got to do damage control. But when it's a movie, you have a script, you have a shot list, and you just got to get it done. So you may have it planned for okay, we can do this scene in 4 hours, but in our reality, Rachel, it can take 8 hours, or we can have to come back and reshoot it just because. So yeah, so that's the biggest difference is yeah.
Which do you prefer?
I prefer. Okay, so I love reality, but I went to school to do films. I have a lot of stories, a lot of things that I want to share to the world, a lot of things to help people. I prefer to do movies, but I know how to do reality better because I've been doing it consistent for 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. So I want to get to the point where you get both. You have On the Way Up Atlanta, On the Way Up Charleston, On the Way Up wherever. Yeah, seriously, that's the way it's supposed to be. But then you also would get my web series, you'll get my movies, you'll get all these other things that I want to do, because my thing is I'll tell everybody I wasn't put on this earth to be just a brother, just a nephew, just a son, or whatever. I was put on this earth to share what I have inside for the world. Mm-hmm. So that's like another title that I have that a lot of people may not know, but I just feel like I wasn't. That's what I was put on this earth to do, is to try to help people through On the Way Up, through my stories, through everything that I go through, everything that I've been through, because you just never know when people may just need a little extra,
Amen.
Push, or someone else may be experiencing the same thing.
Amen.
Yeah.
Inspiring for sure, definitely, y'all. Give it up. And I want to go to somebody else that gave some inspiration this season, doing so many different damn things. We saw you play Mariah, Rachel. We saw you play Mariah in Devontae's film Trapped, and you also assisted with makeup on the same project. So I want to ask you, are you more comfortable behind the scenes, or do you like being in front of that camera?
That's a hard question.
Thank you.
Because I like them both. I really do. I really enjoy both of them. I can't say. Well, okay. I'd rather be in front of the camera because doing other people's makeup, it's like, I don't know, it's hard. I can do my own makeup all day, every day, and I know I can do other people's makeup okay. But being in front of the camera, I've always, I don't know, I've been a character all my life. But I always was so boxed in because I was so insecure about my physical appearance. But now that I'm so open and I love myself, being in front of the camera is just yes, let's go. I love it.
Is anybody else that has done, after doing this reality show venture, is anybody else I look good on camera, I should do more, let me go get in the film? Anybody else feeling that way?
I think we all been there, done that, got the t-shirts. That long. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
We choose this night.
See us.
We good. The camera loves us and we love it. All right. So Phyll, I want to talk to you next, sir. We saw you with your photo shoot with Tay Design. I want to ask you about working as a brand ambassador for Tay. How's that?
Not only am I the brand ambassador for this company, I've been with this company for over 10 years, and I am the face model and brand ambassador for that company. So if you go to his website, bytaydesigns.com, I am getting royalties from that website right now. There have been a lot of pop-up shops and people buying a lot of our merchandise. There is a pop-up shop coming soon to Atlanta, so look out for that. I will be on a huge banner, and he has been promoting, and I've been promoting, and we have been making like buku from it. He started out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We have had a pop-up shop in Lansing. This is where a lot of the money is, and now we're moving down here to Atlanta, and I'm also trying to find a spot in Texas, so yeah.
Dope. Goals for sure. Goals for sure. And I think that kind of leads into a question that we had. Tori from Detroit wanted to ask, what do you feel is your biggest contribution to the show? And we'll be interspersing some viewer questions throughout, y'all. So I want y'all to just be looking for yours if you submitted some.
My biggest contribution to the show, regardless of whether people like me or don't like me or love me or hate me, is the same way on my outside life. People love me and hate me. People hit me up and ask for things all the time, such as fellatio sometimes, or maybe even a job. So, I mean, I bring to the table what I bring to the table. It is what it is, and I am gonna be who I am regardless of who likes me or who doesn't.
Does anybody want to share anything here? And like I said, we'll let perspectives be one at a time.
Fellatio in a job.
On that note, I think we can open the floor if anybody wants to respond.
I just want to say elaborate.
Maybe nobody wants to respond.
Elaborate. We got fellatio in a job. Blue.
Season 3, stay tuned. Season 3, stay tuned.
We know who we talking about.
Carl, you ought to know. You got.
So, Bill, we got one more question for you before we move on. And this one regards to Cash from Atlanta. Alleges that your tagline, something regarding your tagline for the comment section for me shirt. Was that an original tagline?
It was an original tagline. I did not go Google that. I did not Bing that. I did not go find that somewhere in the cloud somewhere. That was the original tagline that I had, and I actually have a show that's called The Comment Section now. Started off on last Thursday, so I've actually been in 2 Thursdays on that show, and it's actually been doing very, very well.
And you said it's called The Comment Section.
It's called The Comment Section, and I've actually made a new page on.
Give it up, give it up.
It's the first.
I'll be there, honey.
It's the first live.
I'll be right there, honey.
It's the first live night talk show on Instagram. It's commentsection.tv, but it's called The Comment Section.
Consistent branding as well.
Always.
Consistent branding, definitely.
Always grabbing the bag, baby.
With that, I have a question for for those of y'all that will humor me and answer it here.
I've been asking for a job.
we got a consistent brand over here with The Comment Section. If y'all had, a brand, now those of y'all that have one, feel free to not answer. But if you had to create a brand today, a la it's The Comment Section for me, what would yours be called? Let me start with Eazy.
I love what would I be my comment section? What they call me? They told me I look like I don't know what they told me I look like. Shit. It was whatever the girl told me I look like. I want to say Nelly from the 2000. The old film, they call me Don Juan, Mr. Magic, baby.
I love that Bishop Don Magic One. I like that. I'm with it.
We already know you'll be coming to America, baby, so come on now. Come on, America. Number 2.
What's the inspiration? I love this. When you came, I said, the quick outfit, number one, I had to give you a shout out for that. But I love the inspiration behind this. So tell us the outfit today. Give us the drip, the background, behind the drip.
So here's the thing. The category was royalty. And so I wanted to bridge a couple of cultures, British, African, and Middle Eastern.
So it's giving multi-continental.
Came on to America.
Intercontinental, that's the word, my bad.
Yeah, and so I told my stylist what I wanted, and he made it happen.
He made it happen. Shout out to that. So some other people that made it happen this season are our real estate agents on the cash, our realtors. And I want to go over to Av'ern first. First off, you need to go ahead and catchphase Andy and Wood.
Yeah, Andy. You need to make that money, bro.
That need to be the in that order. Andy and Borrow. you not?
Listen, it was Rachel's, but unfortunately, it worked for me better than it did for her.
Yo!
So it is what it is, and is and was.
Well, shout out to Rachel being a fair sport on that. So your real estate career, we definitely saw you skyrocket this season, and we saw you handle a lot of success. I want to ask you, because you didn't really get to chime in on it when we talked to the creatives on the cast, but how did the pandemic affect you and your field of work?
I wouldn't really say that it affected me with my field of work, because at the end of the day, real estate is about relationships. So at the end of the day, when you build relationships with people, it doesn't matter what the economy looks like. It's relationship over transaction.
Correct.
So it didn't affect me because the transactions I did was based off of my relationships I built.
Okay. Do you feel like a lot more people were seeking the security of homes or trying to, pursue those during this time with all the other uncertain things going on? Did you feel like people more so wanted them?
Yeah, because I mean, it's in all honesty, it's still a good time to buy. Interest rates are low, it's just a good time to buy. So of course.
Blue, how about you? What would you say during this time for your career? Was it a good thing, a bad thing, or was it, not really a factor?
I'm scared.
Yeah, it really wasn't a factor. Last year, a lot of things happened. I won Rookie of the Year for my brokerage.
Normalize dating a rich woman. Oh, my bad.
That I came in top 10% for Atlanta Realtor, so had a lot of accomplishments. Unfortunately, I had a roadblock earlier this year that kind of set me back in my business, but I'm back. I'm really thankful for my clients because they trusted in me to wait on me and to know that I have their best interest in mind. And they didn't want to work with me.
Amen. That was a relationship.
Like he said, relationship, exactly. Come on, echoing from the other side of the room. I hear it.
I had to step away from real estate for a short while, but I came back busting down doors.
Yes, ma'am. Busting down the bando.
You feel more motivated now that you're back?
I am way more motivated than ever because when you realize life is precious and you don't have any time to waste at all, you have to keep moving at all times.
Yes, Lord.
150%.
150%. I love it. Love to see it. And we saw you get, some advice from your business coach during the season. Were you able to kind of apply a lot of that to, your success now or to your mindset now?
Yeah, so my broker, Jeremy Norman, is pretty freaking awesome. I will say anytime that I had a question, anytime I had a concern or needed support, I was always able to reach out to him and get the support that I needed to be able to get the job done. So him, my entire brokerage, it just feels good to be able to be not a part of a business but be a part of a family that supports you, because most of the time you need that. Yes.
Dope. Now, let's transition from that inspiration to now. Mia from Miami. We're going to read your question. We're going to call you Messy Mia. Mia wants to know, Blue and Av'ern, how many houses have you sold this year?
That ain't messy, honey.
That's personal.
Yeah, you can my numbers. So before March, I closed 5 homes, which put me at $2 million for the year.
Tell them about that $1 million home, boo.
That $1 million home.
Currently listening.
She's like, I'm listening.
She
We hear
heard you.
Preach.
Yeah. Currently, I have $1.5 million under contract, and next month I'll have $3 million under contract.
Just close on the what?
Black woman out here doing the damn thing. Avery, do you care to answer?
I do, because at the end of the day, when you are who you are, numbers don't matter. So, with that being said, I've been successful. It is what, ain't nobody hating. I'm just saying, it is what it is.
That's what she asked.
I don't have to explain my numbers.
Honestly, you don't have no numbers.
I don't have to.
Okay. You don't have no numbers. Okay.
Go ahead. Speak
Right, it is what it is.
Go ahead.
Just like I said, I have not skipped a beat. My bills have been paid, and it is what it is. Like, I'm good.
Okay.
Heard. So, Rachel, we saw you graduate from an esthetician program this year. Can y'all give a round of applause for that? Seeing a commitment through, right? Tell us how you're going to incorporate what you learned in school into your brand. And that, I think, because there are a lot of people that have successful business brands that don't have the knowledge that you have and the expertise that you have. So what are you going to apply that you know?
So at first, Marq by Beauty was mostly geared towards people that were uniquely different, such as birthmarks, vitiligo, you know, things of that nature. But I wanted to incorporate health and wellness because everybody knows I love the gym. I meal prep, makeup, hair. I went to Paul Mitchell in California for hair. Ooh. So I decided to add skin inside of that because I want to eventually open up a skincare line. I want everything to be all things Marq by Beauty. So skincare, fitness. I'm actually about to go back to school in August for massage therapy.
So all these great things on the horizon, y'all. And we got more things on the horizon for y'all. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cortez Mack, joined by Rachel of On the Way Up Atlanta. We hope that you were enjoying the first episode of 3 of Season 2's reunion. Tonight, right after the reunion, I am joining Rachel for an exclusive interview where we talk about all the events of tonight's reunion, Season 2 in its entirety, Marq by Beauty, everything that she's got going on, and so much more. And we want y'all there. So make sure that you stay tuned right after the reunion tonight.
Be there, be square.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the On the Way Up Atlanta Season 2 reunion, and I would be remiss to go forward without shouting out Melodic Touch, who is in the building getting us through every single break, y'all.
Yes, we love y'all.
I love y'all. We can't look. I'm ready for the next break, for the next vibe, for the next vibe, right? But speaking of vibes, Trey, this season you provided all of them, and I want to start with your I Voted concert. So Trevor from Atlanta would like to know, in reference to your concert and also your other experiences on the show, how do you feel like On the Way Up Atlanta has impacted your life and career?
I get a lot of positive feedback from fans, people who recognize me. I don't think that's something that I'll ever get used to, like random people just knowing who I am from whatever source it was. Because to me, I'm just still regular me, you know. Music is just what I love to do. So if you see me out, I'm gonna dab you up, I'm gonna hug you, whatever. So it's impacted me in a way that, I don't know, just knowing that I positively affect people that I've never met or that I don't have another outlet to. Like, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from other bi-black guys who have come out or who are more open about being openly bi or whatever the case may be. So that's been super positive, which was weird for me. Just because, again, I just do what I do. Like, I'm not doing it for, you know, recognition or to be like a role model. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to that. What I'm saying is I'm just authentically myself. I'm not doing it for any sort of recognition. So that part has been an adjustment, you know, just the super positive feedback that I've gotten.
And I think that that's a testament to everybody that's sitting up here right now, what a blessing it is to be able to live your life and inspire people by just being authentically you. So shout out to all of y'all for doing that. You know, so wake up in the morning, our camera starts rolling, and people are motivated by what you do, and you just living your life the best way you know how. So all of y'all, keep doing that. Keep doing that, definitely. I want to talk to you about this concert that took 9 days to prepare for. 9 days, but I mean, it was a full-on production, so you got everything the way that you wanted. It turned out very well. And before we talk about it, let's take a look.
I think between planning for this concert, my part-time job, and because I got about 4 jobs, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Uber's one of them. Hell, I Uber part-time as well. So like, I think I'm averaging about 3.5, maybe 4 hours of sleep a night trying to get everything done. Like, I worked 12 hours the other day, and then I got done working and immediately had to go meet with my my music director to work on production for the show.
Starting a war, screaming peace at the same time. All the corruption and justice, the same lines. Wall is a problem if we do it, don't fight.
Give it up for Trey. Give it up for Trey. What was the motivation behind your aesthetic for your concert?
Black as fuck.
Black as fuck, unapologetically black.
Black as fuck.
I
Everything I do is unapologetic. So
yeah.
My art is gonna reflect that as well. And so for me to have the opportunity to express how I feel about what I've experienced through my art on a major platform, and it left me kind of speechless. Because prior to that concert, I had 3 singles out? One of which I had taken down, so I had 2 singles out. No, 3. It was 3 because Foreplay was out at the time. So sorry, I forgot. I had 3 singles out at the time, and like I said, they had artists with hundreds of thousands, upwards to millions of followers on Instagram and that sort of platform. And so for me to be included, considered, appreciated enough to be on that platform, man, it was very humbling. And so I was gonna take the opportunity to be as bold, as matter of fact, and as in your face as possible with my performance, and as impactful as I could be.
And you definitely achieved that. And I wanna extend, a question that you just kind of brought up. Thank you. To the rest of the cast, how do you guys feel about, or do you feel you have a responsibility in the wake of, the fight for social justice and, the fight for racial equality finally in our nation? Do you guys feel like you had a responsibility with your platform, or did you have any goals this season to talk about that or speak to it?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a full black cast.
I feel like we all, I feel like we all,
regardless in some kind of way.
Yeah, we all absolutely.
Marq started the season out with the black cast.
Let me go to Eazy first, because I feel like everybody is chomping at the bit for this question, and I love it, because this is what we're here for. Yeah. Like you said, we black as fuck. We got to get it out there. So, Eazy, what would you say to your experience on the show this season?
So, first of all, on behalf of the cast, I feel like we all touched on that, We are young black, whether it's gay, straight, bi, whatever. We are young black motherfuckers out here that's living this life. I had to take a time off work because I was feeling so bad. I'm sitting here serving these white folks and they're killing us. You feel me? I had to scale back because my mental was not right. You feel me? So yes, and we absolutely did a lot. So my brother Eric Bell, shout out to my brother Eric. He's probably gonna run for mayor this year or next year, I don't know, But if y'all see everybody in the political rallies, the young black brother with his hair looking like me, that's my little brother. Feel me? You know what I mean? And history repeats itself. My grandfather integrated Grady. We have all been there. And what we say, we just said history repeats itself, fashion repeats itself, and we back here again. So yes, it took a toll on me. It took a toll on everybody around us. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that we all here and we all prevail still. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Now, my next question, Devante, will be for you. As a producer on this show as well, we've seen a lot of reality shows address Black Lives Matter and the fight for racial equality right now. But a lot of audiences have kind of picked up on the fact that this is a one-season thing, and next season, a lot of these shows will not feature those issues. It's a, buzzword right now. It's a ratings grabber right now. Do you feel like it's a goal for you to, present these issues consistently for a predominantly black audience with an all-black cast?
Yes, and not only with that, everything that I do, like, on the Web Entertainment, it's gonna be it's gonna be like the new BET. It's gonna be we're gonna be able to tell our stories the way we want to tell it. The white people are not gonna be able to tell us how to tell our story. So everything is on the Web Entertainment.
Give it up for that. Give it up.
From us. And that's why I want to give people the opportunity to tell their story. Every cast member up here, I don't come up with their storylines. I ask them what they want to share with their stories, because I'm not going to be that person to be like,
do this and do this and do that, because I don't know what you want to tell. So
Absolutely.
that's my thing. So everything I do is all black.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that.
So let's go back to, your concert, Trey. And I want to ask, some of your castmates, their thoughts on the show. Let's go with maybe Blue, Phyll. What will you guys say about Trey's concert?
I thought that it was very inspirational. That was, I think, maybe our third time meeting, but like when you asked me to come, I not only felt obligated, but to support our community and support him.
I did support him. I did shout him out. I did post on my social media as soon as he gave it to me. On the portion of the Black Lives Matter, and when he said it, I was very proud of him, and I even told him that up front. I did say that. Yes, you may have seen where I may have said, I don't know if this was a Black Lives Matter deal or not, or what he was using, and I only said that because at the end of the concert, it changed from the Black Lives Matter. I thought it was going to be a full 2 hours of the Black Lives Matter. That's what I was looking forward to, and that's why I said that. It wasn't to throw shade at his craft. It's that I was very proud that there was somebody that was close to me that I knew that actually did a Black Lives Matter concert because of what we were going through.
Hold up, I call bullshit. Now, Trey, we're going to come over to you now. Now, first of all, before you go, before you speak, I definitely want to recognize the fact that what just happened right now, for my viewing audience at home, y'all just saw a young man that was listening to understand. Hopefully. I think you will listen and understand right now. He's about to respond. He's about to respond. But our goal right now on this show is for everybody to listen, one, to understand, and two, to respond. Because your response has to be guided by what you understand that person has said. So Trey, I'm going to give you the floor, and it's on you.
What I understand is what he said is bullshit. Because while you posted it publicly, while you said it to me publicly, you then got in your damn interview and shaded it, talking about some, I don't know if you're trying to use black, what you said verbatim was, I don't know if you were trying to use Black Lives Matter as a come up for your music. Let's be clear about one motherfucking thing. I voted, found Trae Morris. Trae Morris didn't have to find, I voted. My talent speaks for itself. So that's first and foremost. Second of all, we live in a city where people build their careers off of clout chasing and tail dragging and riding off of the clout of other people. Atlanta is built on that. So for you to get we're with. Hold on. I didn't interrupt nobody.
Let's let him get it out. That's very true. We gonna look. I'm very big on meeting norms. The norm is when you interrupt. Let's go.
So there are people in Atlanta, and they ain't got to be from Atlanta, but the community in Atlanta, people are known for scamming and clout chasing and jumping, and motherfuckers be out here and label from head to toe, and you go home and they sleeping on an air mattress on bed raisers. Like let's tell the truth. So my issue with that is I work extremely hard on my craft. I work extremely hard to put out the music that I put out, because I don't just put out songs, I put out art. I put out music, I tell stories. So for you to get your ass in your interview and shade it, I think that is bullshit, and I think it's bitch made. Because if that's how you felt, you could have said it directly to me.
Okay, so let me readdress what
So I'm gonna come back to you.
No, let me readdress.
Come back to you. Definitely.
Hold on. Yours. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. All right. What my issue and what my biggest issue is, I could have accepted it had he said it and stood on it. Do not say it and then backpedal the moment you get. Hold on. Do not. You just did it. You just did it. Yes, you did. Because what you said was. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. No. And it wasn't just now. It wasn't just now. Because he was under every comment, under every episode on YouTube, arguing with every person trying to do damage. All right. So on what you said.
Every episode. Let's give him a chance.
Have more respect for you.
Every episode.
Every episode.
Let's give him a chance.
Every episode. You was every episode.
All right. We're gonna give you your chance. Now, he's looking
backpedaling like a fucking puppet.
You have a goal for what you want to say. You talking to me right now.
Be a grown man. Own what the fuck you
Because we got so much to get through today.
I got plenty of receipts.
Give us what you got, and then we're moving on. Phil. What you got to say?
So to what he said, contrary to what everybody wants to think, and I'm gonna be done with this after this. Yes, in the confessional, I said I don't know if he's using Black Lives Matter. When I originally came to his Black Lives Matter concert, Trey asked me to stay because I was about to get ready to leave after that first segment that we did. I was about to get ready to leave. Trey came to me and asked me to stay. Now, me on the second session, because Rachel left, and I was actually going to leave right after her from the first session. The second session he was going to. I didn't even know it was going to be 2 sessions. When he asked me to stay, I stayed because I had other things I had to do. But I went ahead and stayed. Me and Av'ern. Wait, can you? Wait.
Let's let him get
I
it
let
out
you
now.
talk, didn't I?
Listen,
I let you
he
talk,
did
didn't I?
listen.
Like you wanted to
He
talk,
did listen,
I let
Trey.
you talk, right? All right.
As hard as it might be, I know we all there. We human.
The second session I stayed for, but the second session I thought was still going to be a Black Lives Matter deal because I wasn't explaining from Trey. He didn't. It's not like he gave me the rundown of what really was going to go on from first of all, I didn't even know it was the second session. That's first and foremost. I didn't even know it was a second session to it. I thought I was coming. Can I just explain? Did I mean, y'all want to interrupt me?
Just own your shit and just say you said what you said and move on. You said what you didn't say that, but don't say I said that and this is why I said it. I want to move on. We got other stuff to get to. We got other stuff to get to.
Because when I try to say,
you said
everybody
what
want to
you
make up what they want to make up.
Phil is tall.
What are we making up?
Between me and Trey, because none of y'all was there. None of y'all was there when me and Trey had this conversation. Me and Trey had the conversation.
Was there for the whole
Not
thing.
me, Rachel, Trey, Marq. Nobody else had the conversation. Me and Trey had this conversation. Nobody else was
Let me
there.
pose to the audience right now. If you enjoyed Trey's concert, make some noise. If you enjoyed Trey's concert, make some noise.
I enjoyed it. I never said I didn't.
And that's where we're gonna let Rachel have the last word on this issue, and then we're moving
No,
on.
let me say this. Nobody was there.
Trey's performance, I didn't get to stay for the whole thing because I had to work with Palmer Williams on that evening. So on that day that he performed was the day that Breonna Taylor's killers were not charged. You know what I'm saying? So it was everybody was heartbroken. Coming into here, everybody was heavy-hearted because they got away with what they did. So for him to come up here and to put this performance together, whether he talked about Black Lives Matter and then promoted his CD album, whatever.
It was the occasion.
It was the occasion. So for you to get up here and bash this man.
I didn't bash him.
You did.
I did not down his craft.
He did.
Never did I down that man's craft.
So you recognize his talent.
Never did I down. I do recognize his talent. I've never downed this man's craft. I've never went on any platform and said, "Oh, Trey can't sing. Trey can't do it." I've never done any of that.
Run that shit back, Turbo.
Yeah, run it back.
Run that shit back.
The whole deal with him and, you know, the chick with the vibing of the BLM movement and the whole poetry thing, cute, love it, loved it. But then I just didn't really understand the rest of it. You were singing love songs and I don't. The concert just was kind of like all over the place. I don't know if you were trying to get your. I don't know if you're trying to use Black Lives Matter as a platform to get your music out there.
No, run it back. Run it back so you can say about his craft. Hold on now. Run it back. Yeah, you can definitely run it back. You can definitely talk about it.
He's good. He's
run
good.
It back. Run it
Av'ern,
back.
I'm glad.
Run it all the way back.
Av'ern, I'm glad that.
To episode 1, run it back.
Jumped in. Let's talk. I have a question for you.
I'm not dwelling on it no more.
I'm moving on to Av'ern.
I'm done moving on. Done. Y'all weren't even there when me and Trey had the conversation.
Look, you back there saying
How the fuck you gonna get it? You weren't even there.
All right, Av'ern. So my question for you, sir. My question for you. You had a surprise guest show up to the concert, and I want us to, as we gather ourselves, let's take a look at how that played out.
And I've contacted a lender ahead of time, and I got approved for the lender. So yes, so that was good. I got approved.
Congratulations.
And I was like, I was ready to buy something like ASAP, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just really surprised to hear, like, when you text me,
literally not even 24 hours before we were supposed to meet,
I
I like took off work and everything, and I was like, what happened?
I'm sorry.
Like, why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
So, Av'ern, my question for you here, and I'm just opening this up to Av'ern and Devonta. Av'ern, do you feel Devonta set you up?
And do.
So how can I? Okay, so let
That's
me
the
ask
back
you
of the
a
shirt.
question.
And
Okay, let me know when it's my turn.
I'm gonna come to you after him. I got
Please hurry
you.
up.
It's a two-person conversation,
We don't
so
wanna do this.
it won't be that long.
Okay, good.
Let's go, Av'ern. So, give us your perspective on why you feel that way.
I mean, first of all, how you gonna invite somebody who don't know Trey or his music?
Trey thing was
like,
public.
okay, but my thing is like,
it was.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
And did she reach out
madam.
to you?
Excuse me, madam.
Did she-
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, madam.
You went up there look like a whole.
Excuse me, madam. And look at you.
As far as I'm
So
concerned,
it
on
looked
this
like
road
you taking
right
Phyll
now,
to his
we have
funeral.
Devonta and Avery.
You a pallbearer. Bye. With your plastic outfit, girl. Bye. Girl,
So,
bye.
Av'ern, you feel as though, you know, it was set up in a way.
You must have on that waist trainer.
Clearly, you need
I
one.
don't need one.
So we got insults being thrown out, insults being lobbied out. Tensions are definitely high right now, but we gotta get this out. Av'ern,
Oh, broke down pallbearer.
Av'ern, I want you to finish your thought, and I don't want
Somebody
you to get
died.
I don't want you to get distracted.
Oh, Phyll died. Y'all
Finish your
come
thought,
here.
Av'ern. Finish your thought.
Why am I in it?
Finish your thought. Talk to me.
You like a bird one, bitch.
Don't use my name in that shit, honey.
Let's go. What you got? We adults. We adults.
Hey,
We grown men.
on the way up.
Let's go. Av'ern, what you got?
I just feel like
We gotta let him get this out.
Everybody hush.
Because as much as we've experienced it and y'all have experienced it and lived it, there's a lot of people, like I said, that are trying to get perspectives on this. Now, all of us can agree, and this is my second time adjusting this right now, with a straight face. All of us can attest to how frustrating it is trying to get two perspectives on an issue at once. How does it work? It is impossible. I am in the middle of both of you, and I will not listen to yelling in either one of my ears. That's me being honest about it. Not me trying to son anybody, but us as black men, us as black women, us as black people up here, we got to get through this. I realize what we're here for, and I know y'all tensions are high, and I'm gonna let y'all air it out. But it can't be bitches and madams across with the physical insults, y'all. But it doesn't matter who started it because we all have the power to finish it. We all got the power to finish it. So at this point, Av'ern, I'm gonna let you speak on your experiences there. Then I'm going to you, Devonta. Again, don't cut each other off. Can we agree to that?
I can.
You agree as men, correct? Let's go.
I mean, so like I said, in that situation, I do feel like it was set up. I mean, she just looked like she just came for camera
Let's call
time.
him what he is. Let's not misgender because that's
I
a
mean,
serious
I'm
thing.
just saying, it just
What
looked like
you
it was just set up to me.
Yo, you talking about Heather? I thought you were talking about Devonta.
No, I'm just saying, it looked like you just set up to me. It just looked fake. It just looked like you came for some camera time.
Okay, and you kept a cool demeanor for most of that. How was that important for you to do in that moment?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I still have my brand and me to represent. So I still had to kind of keep it cool, even though I feel like situation wasn't right. But I still had to present myself in a certain kind of way, which I apologize about 50,000 times.
Okay, I definitely appreciate that. All right, Devonta, your thoughts on the matter?
So I'm going to tell y'all the whole truth.
Let's actually, in one word, did you set him up?
I did not set him up.
Okay.
So what happened was Heather said, "I'm going to come because I'm going to come and support Trey." And she because originally she was going to have a conversation with you. She's going to take you to lunch, and then she was going to have a conversation with you and tell you that X, Y, Z. And I said, no. I said, well, if you want to, you can talk to him at Trey's concert. But that's not a setup. I did not call her and tell her to come and cuss your ass out or tell you whatever happened. I did not do. No, let me talk.
Right.
Let me
Let's
talk.
let him finish,
Let me talk.
We're gonna let him finish.
Because first of all, if you so serious about real estate and all this stuff, how do you contact somebody less than 24 hours to say that you canceled a shoot? And not only that, we had production set up for you to do that as well. So you knew on Friday, a week before, that you had to move into your apartment that weekend. And first of all, if you all about your business, you moving into your apartment, it takes 1 day. So you can't show her a house, just one house, or get to know what she to get Anyway, it don't even matter.
My question for y'all is this. My question for y'all is this. I've seen your interactions today. Av'ern and Devante, I've seen your interactions today, and I want to ask you, because they seem friendly for some part. Do y'all have a level of respect for each other or love? You say love.
I love Av'ern. This is the thing. Go ahead.
You don't know the situation because it was between me and her.
Well,
So it wasn't less than 24. I don't care what you told. I don't care what she told you, but I'm telling you, it wasn't less than 24 hours. First of all, second of all.
It was a Wednesday, you're supposed to show on a Thursday.
And I was, and guess what?
So that's less than 24 hours,
Friday. She went out of town on Friday, so what difference does it make?
What Friday got to do with anything?
Okay, but what did
if you're supposed to show her on Thursday?
So how about you mind your business and continue on your production?
Well, you asked me a question. Anyway, move on.
And with that, he just gave us the direction. The boss man said it. We're going to move on.
Move on.
Malou.
Next time on the Way Up Atlanta Reunion Part 2.
You got a job, dude. I'm glad you got a job. All my shit is in my name. And my name too.
All right, Rachel, I want to go to you now, Rachel. I want to see your perspective on this.
Everybody want to turn up when the cameras and the lights on.
Ain't nobody turning up for them. Ain't no cameras. Move the camera. Move the camera. Move the camera. Ain't nobody got to turn up.
Marq, I don't have no beef with you. I don't have no problem with you. I told you. I don't have no problem with you. I came here thinking that our beef was over with, and you still own it. You still talking about it. I thought our beef was over. You've been wanting to attack me since I've been here.
No, I have not. Phyll, honestly, I tried to be your friend. I tried to be your friend. I tried to be your friend.
You call me faking everything.
Because you are. You are. Because my grandma what? Because my grandma what?
You've got to stop this. You have got to stop this. I've watched this show all season. I've watched how they misconstrued everything they've done to themselves. That includes my son. And I love him to death.
You letting all these fucking looky-loos and the people who think they got any goddamn thing in your life to run what you do.
You know what?
I didn't ask you to speak. When I'm ready for you to speak, I'm gonna let you know. When I get through, you can talk.